An urgent message for the souls who can feel the static in the field, the pressure building behind the veil of world events. If your intuition has guided you to this transmission at this specific time, understand that it was not by accident. You have a cosmic appointment with this information. You have been called here to listen, to understand, and to prepare. What is currently unfolding on the world stage, specifically in the ancient and potent lands of Persia, now known as Iran, is not a mere political or military conflict. It is the physical manifestation of a celestial decree. The destiny of that region, as a catalyst for global karmic culmination, was written into the Akashic records, the great cosmic library of all that is, was, and will be long before our current civilizations arose. This is not a prediction of victors or vanquished in a human war. This is an explanation of the energetic function of a planetary event that is designed to send a psychic shockwave across the entire globe. This transmission is not intended to create fear. Fear is the frequency of the old world, the very energy this event is designed to purge. No, this message is to arm you, to deliver the tools of protection, the clarity of understanding, and the remembrance of your sacred duty, so that you, as one of the chosen ones, can navigate this storm, not just to survive it, but to serve as a lighthouse of stability for a world on the brink of a profound transformation. Your energetic sovereignty is of the utmost importance. If you are ready to understand your mission and to activate your divine shield of protection, I want you to declare it. Type, "I am sovereign" in the comments below to anchor this powerful frequency into your personal field and into the collective. The information you are about to receive is vital for the days and weeks ahead. First, to grasp the magnitude of this moment, you must understand why this specific region of our planet holds such immense energetic weight. The land of Iran, ancient Persia, is not just a country. It is one of the most powerful and ancient karmic vortexes on Earth. For millennia, it has been a crucible of human consciousness, a center of magnificent empires, profound spiritual innovation, the light of Zoroastrianism and its cosmic battle between light and shadow, to the heart-opening poetry of Sufi mystics. But it has also been a vessel for the deepest shadows of humanity, empire, control, conquest, and religious dogma. It is a land where the highest light and the deepest shadow have been intertwined in a sacred millennial-long dance. The decreed destiny that the cosmic records speak of is this. This land is destined to serve as the planet's primary point of ignition for the final purge of humanity's war karma. It is the stage upon which the collective shadow of humanity, our ancient, ingrained addiction to conflict, control, and separation, will be forced into the light, played out in such a dramatic and undeniable fashion that no one on earth will be able to turn away. At this moment, Iran is not just a nation. It is a mirror being held up to the soul of all humanity, forcing us to look at the parts of ourselves we have long refused to see. When a karmic vortex of this magnitude erupts, as it is doing now, it does not contain its energy within its physical borders. It releases a psychic shockwave, a palpable, high-intensity frequency of fear, anger, and grief that travels instantly through the noosphere, the collective consciousness of the planet. You are already feeling it, whether you have named it or not. This shockwave manifests in your personal life in insidious ways. It shows up as a sudden spike in your own anxiety or irritability. It fuels arguments in your home that seem to erupt out of nowhere over things that do not matter. It creates a feeling of deep, ambient hopelessness or rage when you read the news. It amplifies division, turning nuanced conversations into polarized, black and white battles. This is the fear frequency, an energetic virus, actively seeking out host systems. It feeds on your reaction. It grows stronger with your outrage. It thrives on your panic. And it seeks, with a predatory and intelligent focus, the most powerful, energetic systems on the planet to hijack. This brings us to you and to your sacred mission. Why are the chosen ones, the lightworkers, the empaths, the sensitive souls, the primary targets of this psychic shockwave? The answer is simple: because your energy is more potent. The shadow knows that destabilizing one person operating in fear is a minor victory, but destabilizing a powerful lightholder, that is a strategic triumph. It knows that if it can hijack your powerful energetic system and turn you from a lighthouse into an amplifier of chaos, it can affect thousands of others who are connected to your field. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is the very reason you are so crucial in this moment. Your great, open heart is not a defect. It is the reason the energy of fear tries so desperately to lodge itself there. The forces of the old paradigm understand a fundamental cosmic law. If you remain in a state of sovereign peace, your very presence cancels out and neutralizes the chaos in your vicinity. If you maintain your clarity, your centeredness diffuses the confusion of those around you. Your internal state is a spiritual weapon of immense power, and that is why your protection, your energetic hygiene, is the #1 priority for your guidance team in the heavens and for your own higher self right now. So, how do you protect yourself? This is not about building physical bunkers. This is about achieving energetic mastery. Here are the essential tools, the sacred strategies of the warriors of peace, explained in greater depth. Part 1. The observer posture and energetic neutrality. This is the foundational skill. You must master the art of separating informed awareness from emotional entanglement. To know what is happening is a responsible act of a conscious being. To allow yourself to be consumed by the emotional drama of it is to become a battery for the chaos. The practice is to become the observer. When you consume information about the conflict, imagine you are an intelligence agent from a higher dimension. Studying human behavior, you are gathering data, not drama. You are observing the patterns, not absorbing the pain. When you feel the pull of outrage or despair, take a breath and consciously step back, saying to yourself, "This is the energy of the collective field, it is not mine. I am the observer of the storm, not the storm itself." This mental posture of neutrality is your first and most powerful shield. Part 2. Advanced shielding and energetic sovereignty. Your energy field, your aura, is your sacred territory. You have absolute dominion over it. A simple daily shielding practice is non-negotiable now, but we can go deeper. You can learn to use different shields for different purposes. Upon waking, practice the violet flame mirrored shield. Visualize yourself surrounded by a sphere of shimmering, violet fire. On the outside of this sphere, see a perfect 360-degree mirror facing outwards. The violet flame transmutes any negative energy that comes from within you, your own fears or doubts. The mirrored surface automatically reflects any external psychic attacks, media-induced fear, or collective grief back to its source, having been purified by the violet flame. It does not absorb it, it reflects it. During the day, if you must be in chaotic environments, activate the permeable blue shield. Envision a sphere of calm, sapphire blue light around you. This shield is intelligent. Its programming is to allow love, compassion, an authentic connection to flow freely in and out, but to instantly block and dissolve the lower frequencies of fear, anger, and manipulation. This practice makes you a conscious gatekeeper of your own energy, no longer a victim of your environment. Part 3. The alchemical art of transmutation. This is the most advanced and most powerful technique. When you feel the shockwave of fear or anger enter your field, and at times, it will get through your shields, your old instinct may be to resist it, to fight it, to push it away. Do not do this. What you resist persists. Fighting the shadow only gives it your power. Instead, you must learn to transmute it. This is the alchemy of the heart. The process is this. When you feel that dense energy, do not run from it. Acknowledge it without judgment. "Ah, I am feeling the collective fear now." Then, take a breath, and instead of pushing it away, consciously and lovingly draw that energy into your heart center. Your heart contains a powerful toroidal field, an alchemical furnace. As you pull the fear into your heart, you intentionally flood it with the most powerful frequency you can generate: unconditional love, radical compassion, or profound gratitude. Imagine your heart's light enveloping this dense energy, and see it literally dissolving, breaking apart, and being transmuted back into pure, neutral, life force energy. Then, you exhale it back into the world, purified. This is the work of a true master. You are not just protecting yourself, you are actively cleaning the planetary energy field. Part 4. The sacred information diet. This is the practical, physical component. You must become a ruthless guardian of your senses. The portals through which the fear frequency enters are your eyes and your ears. A media fast is highly recommended. If you cannot fast, then you must go on a strict diet. Never, ever consume news reports or scroll through social media within the first hour of waking up or the last hour before sleeping. These are the times your subconscious is most open and programmable. During the day, practice active discernment. Before you click, before you watch, Ask one question. Is this information intended to empower me with a solution, or is it designed to make me feel helpless and outraged? If it's the latter, do not consume it. Unfollow accounts that thrive on outrage culture. Inform your friends and family that you will no longer be participating in circular, fearful conversations about world events. This is not about being ignorant. It is about choosing your energetic diet with the same care you would choose your physical diet. You may still be asking, but what is the higher purpose of such a terrifying event? This chaos is a catalyst for what can be called the Great Shattering. Humanity as a whole has been looking at itself through a distorted, cracked mirror for centuries, a mirror that reflects illusions of separation, scarcity, and powerlessness. This conflict is the moment the universe finally shatters that mirror. The pain of the event is the sound of the glass breaking. Now, the mirror lies in millions of pieces on the ground. Each piece reflects back to us a different, specific aspect of our collective shadow. One person might be shown their hidden lust for power, another, their deep-seated victimhood, another, their apathy. The destiny of Iran is not just about its own fate. Its role is to shatter the mirror so that each one of us is forced to pick up a shard and look at the part of the collective shadow that we, personally, are here to heal. The work has become personal. And this brings us to the final message for you, the chosen one, the one with the courage to watch this entire transmission. Your mission is not to march on distant lands. Your mission is not to win debates online. Your mission is not to fix the broken leaders of this world. Your mission is far more intimate, far more subtle, and infinitely more powerful. It is the complete mastery of your own inner state. It is to find the unshakable peace in the heart of the hurricane. It is to choose radical compassion when every cell in your body is being programmed for hatred. It is to hold your light, your clarity, and your love so fiercely and so consistently that you become a living, breathing blueprint of the new earth. Do not for 1 second underestimate the power of your coherent field of energy. Quantum physics is now showing us what the mystics have always known. A single, conscious observer can alter the state of the entire field. You, in your state of sovereign peace, are a force of nature. You are a cosmic intervention. You have been trained for this over lifetimes. All of your struggles, all of your healing, all of your sensitivity was never a curse. It was your training. It was the forging of a spiritual warrior, capable of holding the light in the darkest of nights. You were built for this storm. Now breathe, activate your shield, and hold the light steady. The future is not written in the headlines. It is being written, right now, in hearts like yours. If you are still here, listening to the sound of my voice, then what I have shared so far has been merely the preface. It was the necessary preparation, the strengthening of your vessel, the reinforcement of your spiritual and energetic boundaries. That work was about becoming a fortress, a sanctuary of peace in a world of chaos. It was about learning to be the lighthouse. But a lighthouse, as vital as it is a stationary beacon. Its purpose is to hold the light steady so that others may navigate the storm. Now, for you who have remained, we move beyond. We move from the passive act of holding the light to the conscious, active, and divine art of wielding it. We move from being a protector of our own peace to being a conscious architect of a new reality. The shielded, peaceful heart is not just a fortress to keep the world out. It is the most powerful creative engine in this universe, the very portal through which new worlds are born. What you are about to receive is not just information. It is an initiation into the deeper mechanics of creation. This is the work that begins after the storm has been weathered. This is the work of building the world that comes next. The physics of frequency, how your inner state becomes your outer world. You have heard it said 1,000 times. Your vibration creates your reality. But let us move beyond the platitude and into the sacred physics of how this actually works. This is not a metaphor, it is a mechanism. Your physical heart is more than a pump for blood. It is an electromagnetic generator of immense power. The field it produces is not confined to your body. It extends many feet out from you in all directions, forming a perfect toroidal field, a donut-shaped vortex of energy, constantly flowing out from your heart, looping around your body, and returning to your heart. This field is you, broadcast into the universe, and it is both a transmitter and a receiver. What determines the quality of this broadcast? The quality of your emotion, the feelings you sustain in your heart. The fleeting thoughts in your head, but the deep, resonant feelings in your heart program this electromagnetic field. When you sustain feelings of gratitude, compassion, joy, or sovereign peace, your heart beats in a smooth, orderly, wave-like pattern. This is known as heart coherence. A coherent heart field is powerful, stable, and harmonious. It literally begins to organize the quantum field around you, the subatomic particles of potential, the very building blocks of reality that exist in a state of infinite possibility, are drawn into the harmonious, coherent pattern you are broadcasting. They begin to arrange themselves into events, opportunities, and synchronicities that match the frequency of your heart. This is how miracles are made. It is the physics of grace. Conversely, when you sustain feelings of fear, anger, grief, or victimhood, the very energies being broadcast by the global conflict, your heart beats in a chaotic, jagged, and disordered pattern. This is heart incoherence. An incoherent heart field is weak, static-filled, and chaotic. It broadcasts a signal of disorder into the quantum field, and in turn, the quantum field reflects that back to you, arranging itself into events that match your fear, unexpected bills, arguments, accidents, and feelings of powerlessness. This is why your mission to hold the light steady is so critical. When you look at the news of Iran, of Israel, of America, and you allow your heart to become incoherent with fear and outrage, you are not just having a bad emotional day. You are actively using your divine creative power to unintentionally energize and attract more chaos into your personal reality. You are feeding the very thing you despise. The master, the activated chosen one, learns to do something radically different. They witness the chaos of the world, but they do not allow it to become the frequency of their heart. They acknowledge the events, but they consciously choose to broadcast a different signal. They witness war, but they hold the frequency of peace. They witness division, but they hold the frequency of unity. They witness suffering, but they hold the frequency of compassion. They are not denying reality. They are creating a new reality by broadcasting a more powerful, more coherent frequency into the field of all possibility. This is not passive. This is the highest form of spiritual action. Your coherent heart is a countermeasure to the shockwave of fear. It is a silent, powerful force that dissolves chaos and organizes the quantum field into a reflection of divine order. The alchemy of time. Collapsing timelines and choosing your future now. Let us speak of time. Your human mind perceives time as a straight line, a fixed past, a fleeting present, and an unknown future you are traveling toward. This is a useful illusion for navigating the third dimension, but it is not the ultimate reality. From the perspective of your soul, all time exists simultaneously. The past, present, and future are not a line, but an infinite library of possibilities, all existing at once in the quantum field. This is the great secret of the alchemists and the mystics. The future is not a destination you arrive at. It is a frequency you choose in the present moment. You are constantly choosing your future with the frequency you broadcast from your heart. Think of it not as one timeline, but as an infinite bundle of shimmering threads of light. Each thread is a potential reality, a different future. There is a timeline where you are healthy, abundant, and joyful. Next to it is a timeline where you are struggling. Next to that, one of peace. Next to that, one of turmoil. They all exist right now as pure potential. The famous quantum observer effect states that reality does not exist in a fixed state until it is observed. It is your focus, your attention, your feeling in the now moment that acts as the observer. The frequency you hold in your heart in this present moment is what causes one of those infinite timeline threads to collapse out of the field of potential and become your experienced physical reality. You are not walking towards a future. You are collapsing a future into your present. This is why the present moment is the only point of power you will ever have. Worrying about the future simply means you are using your present moment power to collapse a timeline of worry. Ruminating on the past means you are using your present moment power to collapse a timeline that is a repetition of past pain. This understanding gifts you with an incredible power, the power of conscious timeline jumping. This is not science fiction, it is an advanced form of prayer and intention. You can, right now, choose a different future. The technique is simple in its form, but it requires mastery of your inner state. Find your quiet space, breathe into your heart center until you feel a sense of peace. Now, from this place of calm, call forth the feeling of the future reality you desire. Do not focus on the hows or the whens. Focus only on the feeling. What does it feel like to be financially sovereign? Not the thought of it, but the deep, cellular feeling of safety, freedom, and ease. What does it feel like to live in a world at peace? Not the idea of it, but the feeling of collective harmony, safety, and shared joy. Hold that feeling in your heart. Let it become so real, so palpable, that it becomes your dominant frequency in this moment. Now, with your inner eye, imagine the infinite threads of timelines stretching out before you. See your current timeline, the one you are on, and next to it, see the shimmering golden thread of the timeline where what you desire is already your reality. See it glowing with the very feeling you are now cultivating in your heart. The frequencies are a match. Then, with a simple, calm, and powerful intention, visualize yourself simply stepping sideways. See your energetic body gracefully detaching from the old thread and merging seamlessly with the new, golden one. Feel the shift, feel the resonance, feel the sense of rightness, of coming home. You have not changed the world. You have changed your vibrational address within the multiverse of possibilities. And now, the universe must rearrange itself around your new frequency, bringing you the people, opportunities, and events that exist on this new timeline. This is how you protect yourself from a future of war. You do not fight the war timeline. You simply choose to inhabit the peace timeline, and you do so with the power of your coherent heart in the eternal now. The global conflict we are witnessing is the dramatic, violent demolition of the old structures built on fear, control, and separation. Do not give your energy to the demolition. That work is being handled. Your job is to turn your back to the falling towers and focus on the blueprint in your hands. While the world is mesmerized by the spectacle of deconstruction, you are to be quietly, diligently, laying the foundations of what comes next. This is the ultimate reframing of your purpose. Every step you take to bring your unique soul idea into physical reality is an act of planetary service of the highest order. Starting your conscious business is a sacred act. Writing your book is a sacred act. Creating your community garden is a sacred act. It is you, taking a piece of the new earth blueprint out of the ether and anchoring it into the physical plane for others to see, touch, and experience. You are creating the tangible proof that another way is possible. The great remembrance, your final invitation, and so we arrive at the end of this transmission, which is, in truth, just the beginning. The knowledge you have received here is not new. It is ancient. It is a deep remembering of the power and purpose you have always held within your soul. You are not learning to be a master. You are remembering that you already are one. The chaos in the world is not a sign that all is lost. It is the thunderous sound of a new world being born, and you are its midwife. You are its guardian. You are its architect. The final invitation is this: embrace your mission without apology. Step into your power without hesitation. Do not wait for the world to give you permission to be magnificent. Do not wait for the chaos to subside before you begin to build. The building is the very thing that makes the chaos subside. Let go of the need to be understood by the many. Find your solace in the deep, resonant knowing of the few, your fellow architects. Trust the downloads you receive. Trust the guidance of your unseen team. Trust the power of your coherent heart to organize reality around you. And above all, trust that you were born for this exact moment in history. You are not just a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a single drop. And the time for you to remember your vastness is now. The destiny of the world is not written in the headlines. It is being written, right now, in the glorious, courageous, and infinitely powerful hearts of souls like yours. Now, breathe. The real work begins.